Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that can cause some serious headaches for pilots and mechanics. The EGT sensor failure. If you've ever seen an exhaust gas temp sensor failure message pop up on your engine management system, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Stick around, because we're going to break down what it is, why it happens, and most importantly, how to fix Italiano. First things first, what exactly is an EGT sensor? EGT stands for exhaust gas temperature. This little sensor is a crucial part of your engine's monitoring system. Its job is to measure the temperature of the exhaust gases as they leave the combustion chamber. Why is this so important? Well, the temperature of your exhaust gas is a direct indicator of how your engine's air-fuel mixture is burning. It tells you whether the mixture is too rich, meaning too much fuel, or too lean, meaning not enough fuel. Getting that mixture just right is key for engine performance, fuel efficiency, and overall engine health. So, where do you find this sensor? It's typically a small probe, mounted directly onto the exhaust manifold or header pipe of each cylinder. In a 6-cylinder engine, you'll have 6 EGT probes, one for each exhaust stack. These probes are connected by wiring back to your EMS or engine monitor in the cockpit. The probe itself contains a thermocouple, which is essentially 2 different types of metal wires, joined together at one end. When this junction is heated by the exhaust gas, it generates a tiny electrical voltage. The hotter the gas, the higher the voltage. Your engine monitor reads this voltage and translates it into that temperature reading you see on your display. Now, let's talk about what happens when one of these sensors fails. A failed EGT sensor is a big deal because it messes with one of your most critical engine parameters. The most common symptom you'll see is on your EMS display. You might notice one cylinder's EGT reading is way off from the others. It could be reading extremely high, extremely low, or just erratically jumping all over the place. Sometimes, it might just flatline and show no reading at all. This is a problem because your EMS relies on this data to give you accurate mixture readings and alerts. When an EGT sensor fails, it can lead you to make incorrect decisions about your mixture settings. For example, if a sensor is reading falsely low, you might lean the mixture too much, thinking you're still in a safe range. This can lead to engine overheating, detonation, and potentially serious damage over time. On the other hand, a sensor reading falsely high might cause you to run the mixture to rich, which wastes fuel, fouls, spark plugs, and reduces overall performance. The bottom line is, you can't trust the data, and that compromises safety. So, what causes these sensors to fail? Well, they live in one of the harshest environments in your entire aircraft. They're constantly exposed to extreme temperatures, intense vibration, and corrosive exhaust gases. Over time, the thermocouple inside the probe can degrade and break. The wires themselves can become brittle and snap due to vibration. Another common point of failure is the wiring between the probe and the engine monitor. Wires can get chafed, connections can come loose, or corrosion can build up, especially around the connectors. It's a tough life for a sensor. Alright, you've identified a failed EGT sensor. What's the next step? The fix usually involves a 2-part process: inspection and replacement. The first thing your mechanic will do is a thorough inspection. They'll start by checking the wiring. They will trace the wire from the faulty probe all the way back to the engine monitor, looking for any signs of damage, chafing, or loose connections. Sometimes, simply securing a loose connector or repairing a damaged wire can solve the problem. If the wiring looks good, the next suspect is the probe itself. In most cases, the probe is the culprit. The solution here is straightforward. Replace the probe. This involves carefully unscrewing the old probe from the exhaust manifold and installing a new one. It's important to use the correct type of probe for your specific engine and EMS. Once the new probe is installed and the wiring is securely connected, you'll run the engine and check the EMS. The EGT reading for that cylinder should now be stable and consistent with the others. A proper ground run and maybe even a quick test flight will confirm that the issue is resolved. And there you have it. A complete rundown on EGT sensor failures. It might seem like a small component, but it plays a massive role in keeping your engine running safely and efficiently. Understanding how it works and what to do when it fails is key for any pilot or owner. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content just like this. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the next one.